Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm your Sunday night reviewer. And this evening I'll be reviewing the 1989 classic, The Terror Within. I just saw this pop up on Prime. Well, I don't know how long it's been on Prime. I haven't been a subscriber to Prime. I've only just started a few days ago. And I stumbled across this title. This is one that I've not seen since preteen, maybe creeping into like 13, something like that. So it's going to be not long after it was out, a few years after it was out. Couldn't really remember much about it, and now I remember why I liked it. I'm a huge Alien fan, and especially like Aliens when I was a kid. Like I think when I was younger, maybe Aliens was maybe my favourite. And this is just low budget aliens. You've got chest bursting, you've got flamethrowers, you've got crawling through air vents. Okay, you don't have a cat, but you have a dog this time. This would fit in the world of Italian rip-off cinema, very much. Yeah, it's it doesn't even try and hide it. It unashamedly rips off aliens, and it's a lot of fun. You're on Earth, and there's been this something happened. There's a big, huge chemical warfare, and basically, pretty much the Earth has been like, wiped out by this plague. I think it's called. We follow this team of people that are in an underground bunker, and they go up top for supplies every so often. And they come across a woman that's been chased. Well, she's been chased by one of these, they call them gargoyles. They're basically like this huge freak of nature's where they've been altered, genetically altered. They turn into like this big monster Terminator sort of thing, like unstoppable killer machines. But a woman's been chased. The people that are up top, I said that they're looking for supplies, and they also look around searching for other survivors. And they managed to get this woman, and she's okay, and they take her back to their underground bunker. But they get followed by these gargoyles, and they're trying to get him. So he's got all that crap going on. But the woman that comes back, she's pregnant, but her birth rate, the speed of the development of the fetus is insanely fast. It's like this thing is like hours. From one day it's 3 months to the next day it's like 8 months pregnancy. So it's rapidly growing, and so they figure out it's an alien. Well, it's one of these mutated fetuses, and basically the gargoyles hunt women and impregnate them to continue the species. That's how they continue. They impregnate women. So they realise that this is an infected fetus, and they want to take it out, and it turns into kind of. It reminded me a little bit of like the start of The Fly 2, or is it the end of The Fly? I can't remember. No, it's like the start of The Fly 2 when you're in the operating theatre, and they're kind of like looking down on what's going on. And anyway, they've taken the fetus out, but the fetus is alive, and quite a good amount of gore actually. It just basically bursts through the woman, like blood flying everywhere, and it runs off into the air vents, and it grows very fast. So I think chest burster from the first Alien, and you kind of pretty much got it. And this thing basically grows very quick, and they realise they've got to get it out, and that's kind of what the film is. It's chasing it through air vents, using flamethrowers to get it. They use the cat, which isn't the cat, it's the dog, to help track it. So it's just like Jonesy, this dog. And yeah, well, you have an addition of like this cutting laser sort of thing that's used. And yeah, the crew, well, not the crew, get mixed up with aliens. This team, they kind of get knocked off one by one. Actually, at one point, it steals one of the women, and it attacks her, and she's kind of scratched and stuff like that. And she thinks that it's impregnated her, but they're not so sure, and so they try and like sedate her. It's like, just we'll try and look at this after we've sorted out what's going on with the gargoyle. And that's what it's not kind of a bad scene. It's not too bad actually. She kind of tries. You don't see anything actually. It's kind of like the build up of, you know what's going on, and then the aftermath that you see. So she tried to take it out herself and failed and died in the process. But it was this gargoyle inside her, so she was right. So it's like they figure out doesn't actually have to have like sex or intercourse. It can be passed through scratches, and just, yeah, you can get pregnant like that. That's a scary thought. But anyway, yeah, they're trying to kind of kill it off, and then basically, yeah, you know how it goes. They manage to do it, and they escape. Yeah, nothing original to this whatsoever. Very low budget. George Kennedy. He's not really into the film too much. I mean, he's not just dialing it in, but there's a few flashes in his face where maybe you can see he's like, what am I doing here? I mean, it's during the 89, I think he had like 6 other films he was doing in that year. He's really piling through them, that late 80s stage. And this is just another paycheck, and most likely low paycheck film. But I mean, it's fun. The gargoyle looks alright. The acting's not terrible. It's a little cheesy, but I mean, it's okay. Kind of, you don't get that kind of claustrophobic kind of dread that you get through Alien as they're crawling through the vents. It's like a little bit goofy. I suppose, yeah, the suit just looks like rubber. It doesn't even have contact lenses, the person wearing it. But it's, like I said, it's not too badly done. There's a few cool scenes. Like I said, there's the chest burster scene. There's a few other bits and pieces, and it's entertaining. I mean, I have a nostalgia click with this one, I must admit. But if you like the Italian knockoff cinema, I think you'll quite enjoy this film. Like it's good fun. It's just under 90 minutes, so it doesn't really outstay its welcome, and the pace is pretty good. It keeps going all the time. So yeah, give it a try. The director was a Thierry Knotts. I've never heard of the guy. Had a quick look, and he's only directed, I think it's 5 films, and I hadn't heard of any of them. So couldn't really tell you much about that. And the only kind of really recognising face was George Kennedy. There's a few others in there, like vaguely familiar, but I think he was brought on board, obviously, to help sell the film. But give it a watch. If you like aliens, if you like I said, rip-off Italian cinema, give this a go. It's quite fun. And that's it. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.